All right. So one last video I want to share because for all you guys who know about, I'm sorry, for all you guys that know about licensing deals and releasing stuff like that, a lot of things that have been happening lately is this movie has been getting a lot of shit by mainstream media that, oh, it's not successful, didn't make his budget. This deal that he's getting the rights back 25, all that is bullshit because Ryan Coogler is not the first director or actor to get back end deals. So I'm going to share this video here and we'll compare it to something else that also happens in Hollywood. So give me a second here. So watch this video and I'll be right back.
And talk about what you negotiated in making Sinners, the arrangement you had with Warner Brothers. The New York Times reports Warner Brothers agreed to spend $90 million to make Sinners and agreed to give you a cut of gross ticket sales, now rare arrangement known as first dollar gross, meaning before they recoup their costs, you're getting money as well. Warner also agreed, and this is absolutely key, to relinquish its ownership of the film to you after 25 years. The Times reports, quote, some rival film companies were horrified that Warner Brothers would give a film away even after a period of time.
I'll maybe add some context that maybe those articles didn't add. I'm not the first filmmaker to get any of these deals, you know, and Warner Brothers is not the first studio to provide these deals to a filmmaker. You know, so like I think that a lot has been made of my deal in particular. I'm not totally sure why. You know, I have my guesses. You know, but I've been in the industry long enough to know what kind of deals are possible, and nothing about this deal is a new thing. You know.
What's your guesses, Ryan?
It is not a I'd rather not say. but you know, like the attention on what's happening with this project, you know, outside of it as a piece of art and as a piece of commerce has been very interesting. You know, but for me, you know, this film was very important to me. As a writer director, I've made over $2 billion at the global box office. I'm not yet 40 years old. It's taken a lot of time, commitment, energy, and I've missed out on a lot of things in my life. Making films that will always be owned by other people. For this one, because it was so personal, and because I had the ability to negotiate. You know, I asked for a few things that were very important to me for this project. You know, and for what it was about and what it meant to me and my family. And thankfully, you know, I was able to get those things I was asking for from Warner Brothers.
Now, right there was very important. That very last part, what he just said there in the last couple of minutes. Okay, especially the part about the film being important to him. It's his. Okay, it's his film. It was original. He came up with the idea. He came up with the story. He wrote it. It's his. As far as Warner Brothers goes, Warner Brothers fronts him the money to get it spread out so enough people go buy tickets to see it. That's basically what their job is. But this is his film, which is why he said it's so personal to me, and that's why he did that. Obviously, he can't do it with Black Panther. He doesn't, you know what I mean? He can't do that. But he wrote this movie. He came up with the story. They sat down, him and Michael B. Jordan sat down and they cracked their heads open and made this story. That's his film. That's why he did it. And I can't blame him. You know, and I can allude to what he was getting ready to say. It's because he's Black. It's no secret that
no secret.
minorities don't get a fair shot when it comes to this Hollywood thing. It is what it is. Y'all don't have to like what I'm saying. It's just the truth. You can close your eyes to it all you want to. It's real shit.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, this man is making strides, and that is the reason why I didn't boycott WBD when it came to this film. These two young brothers are inspirational for people of my color. Take that how you want it.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
we're intelligent, we're smart, we know how to write, we know how to direct, we know how to do things too. So that's what this is about for him. Okay, so Robert Zemeckis, do you know why there's no more Back to the Futures being made or remakes and stuff like that? Because he owns them.
It's the rights, exactly.
They belong to him.
And he
Michael
said
Michael Bay owns Platinum Dunes.
Yep.
Come on now. Let's be real about that. Spielberg, they all own something. They own their futures. They own the rights to their own stuff. That's not new. And that's what he was talking about. None of this is new. It's just now because Sinners is a success all of a sudden. Oh no, they're giving him 25 years and he can have it all back. What are you doing? Really?
I was making the same comparison earlier with Victor Miller and Friday the 13th. The Friday the 13th franchise.
Exactly.
Those rights reverted right back to Victor Miller, and that's why they had to shut down the game, and they got no movies being made right now. This happens. It's part
Adam
of
Sandler
part of
owns
the deal.
Adam Sandler owns Happy Madison.
Yep.
He owns all of his shit. There you go.
What's your take on this? What's your take on all this, Harsh? I'd like to hear your thoughts on.
Well, I supported Ryan, because I know he's another brother. Even though I didn't really enjoy the movie that much, I still supported it because I know how much effort it takes to put that stuff in. So I think he's in his right to own this. It's his story, so he should own it, and his family will be taken care of for the rest of their life. His great grandkids, 100 years from now. Well,
there you go.
He's looking out for the future. I mean, he's already a wealthy man. He's looking out for his great grandkids that he's never going to meet.
And he said it right there. I made $2 billion in gross box office. The man has made.
Yeah.
But this should be for every artist. I believe this for every artist. For singers, give me my masters back. Give me my tapes back. Give me the originals. Those are mine. I made those. You're just the money. You helped me distribute my work. I thank you for that. And we made a profit together. But they're mine. I own those. I made those. So I think that every artist should own their own shit like that and be given a deal like that. Hands down, in every contract that's ever made, I want this back in so many years. That's simple.
Yeah. He's looking out. I think he's looking out for his future bloodline, and they will own that. And then that means, because I know he said he's going to try and come out with prequels to this thing or whatever. So 100 years from now, his family will own that, and WB or whoever will need permission from his family if they want to use it.
And it speaks to his level of intelligence when it comes to reading the contract and putting what he wants into those contracts, because there's a lot of directors, there's a lot of people who just want to work in Hollywood and they'll sign their name on anything nowadays just to get the work.
You mentioned something very important, and this is Rox. And remember, Ryan Coogler said it. He got some advice by the GOAT himself, Sir Christopher Nolan. Let me give it. We got to give him
Christopher Nolan. He was knighted. Get it right.
Yep. That's why you saw this movie in IMAX, guys. So it's hard. And again, like you said, Zemeckis got the rights. Spielberg's which other one? Also, actors would get gross profit first dollar deal. Like Oppenheimer.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel also with the Fast.
He owns the Pitch Black franchise. Yeah, Vin Diesel. That's another example. Yeah.
Do Spike Lee own all his movies, right?
All his movies, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Ryan Coogler, he'll be like that. He probably won't even need the studio in the next couple of years.
Exactly. This is nothing new, and Variety is trying to. I hate the digital age, man. I really I can't stand.
You know what, Charles?
Age,
I think it's time we go into the next topic.
Yeah, let's roll into this next topic, man. Because I'm about to. Let me go take some migraine medicine right quick. Hang on, I'll be right back.